like it's difficult, it seems like you won't be able to, but 그냥 하면 돼.
아, 와.
Just try, just do it. If you're looking to study English conversation, you really don't have to look any further than Mr. Kim. He has created a book and a series that you can believe in. And I'm not just saying that, really.
What do you think it would take for Koreans, for us, to become fluent in English?
I think the most important thing is
You've been living in Korea for like 10 years. More than
yes,
10 years?
A little over 10 years
Over
now,
10
almost
years.
11.
So how did you learn Korean? I'm really curious.
Well, when I first met my husband, I couldn't speak Korean barely at all. In order to speak to my in-laws, I got really motivated and started practicing.
Yeah.
And I think when you're learning another language, instead of just doing something that you hear as not only textbook, but something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
언어를 배우면
예.
그 언어를 surrounding yourself in that language is important.
아, 바로 그게 환경 설정이에요.
그렇죠.
예, 예.
제가 공부했을 때 K-드라마도 보고
네.
K-pop도 듣고 if I went out in a restaurant or something like that, I didn't let my husband talk. I always would try and talk. 꾸준히 그렇게 했으니까 여기까지 해온 것 같아요.
맞아요. For me, you know, I'm a big fan of Japanese men's clothing. It was a couple of weeks ago when I went out for dinner with some Japanese guys working in the fashion industry, but I can barely speak Japanese. But I was lucky enough to have a lady who went to blah blah university in Japan, so I had to rely on her for translation. That's what really motivated me. Just as important is picking something that really interests you.
그거 정말 중요합니다.
그게 중요해요. What do you think it would take for Koreans, for us, to become fluent in English?
I think the most important thing is to give up perfection.
완벽주의를 내려놔라.
내놔라. Don't worry too much about being perfect. Don't worry too much about making mistakes. Just try. Just do it. It seems like it's difficult. It seems like you won't be able to, but 그냥 하면 돼.
아, 와. So you can't really expect to make any progress unless you make mistakes.
Yes.
Right?
Actually, that's what I tell my students. Like, is making a mistake bad? No, because that's what we learn from. You know, you learn from your mistakes, and next time maybe you won't make that same mistake again. Maybe you will, but then you can just fix it again. Learn a phrase and then make as many examples as you can. If you get interested in a TV show or something like that, and you have extra time, watch a clip on YouTube. But don't just watch it once. Watch it and then watch it again and repeat what they're saying, and then watch it and shadow it. 여러 번 보는 게 제일 중요한 것 같아요. And things like your desk or your shelf, label it. And every time you see it, say that word. As you're going through your day, narrate your day. Not only are you practicing the vocabulary that you learned, but you're also practicing your speaking. It's gonna feel really strange at first. Like, okay, I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm brushing my teeth right now. Oh, I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Not only are you practicing, but you're also gaining your own confidence for when you can use that in situations with a foreigner as well. And use your time. Like, if you have a break, if you're on the subway, watch some English clips. It's like, don't play games.
I've also picked 5 expressions from my book. Finish something. Finish를 잘 못 써요, 한국 사람들.
That's true, especially in something like you noted here. I just finished dinner. This is really common. Oh, are you still eating? Are you on your way? Ah, I just finished. I'm leaving now. It wouldn't be I just ate. I just ate sounds more like a description of what happened instead of replying to the casual phrase of the conversation. I ate the whole pizza by myself. Grammatically is a perfectly fine sentence. And you could say it in some situations when you're describing something that happened. But in conversation, something like finish is going to be much more common. Like, I finished the whole pizza. Or, have you finished dinner yet? Something like this.
You can use finish not just to describe food,
Of
but
course.
even a book.
With almost anything.
Anything, right? 이제 그런 게 우리 학교 다닐 때 finish는 마치다, 끝마치다 이렇게 1대1로 매칭시켜 공부는 진짜 지금 치명적이야, 사실은. 그러니까 어린이들은 그렇게 안 배우고 example 통해 가지고 이렇게 배우니까 자연스럽게 acquire 하는데 성인은 그게 안 돼. 그다음에 something is a lot of fun. Doing something isn't much fun. 이런 표현 참 좋거든요.
맞아.
정말 내추럴하게 들리는데 이렇게 못해. 이제 어떻게 하냐? 제가 가만히 보면 그런 I hate it 이렇게 하거나
근데 너무
세게 들린다. 세게 들린다. 우리의 표현은 모든 게 직설적이야. straightforward하고 offensive하다니까. 그러니까 doing something isn't much fun 이런 걸 fun을 잘 써야 된다는 거를 overlook한다. 아까 말씀하신 거 있잖아요. 그러니까 다 이제 당연시하는 이게 되게 오래된 거야. 그러니까 지금 어려운 거 볼 때가 아니에요, 여러분. 진짜. 미국 같은 경우에 의료보험이 한국만큼 이렇게 잘 안 돼 있다 이러면 이렇게 쓴단 말이에요. they를 못 쓰니까 in America there is no 뭐 이렇게 쓴단 말이야.
Actually, that's a mistake that I see a lot. Using
바로 이게
there
common
or
mistake군요.
here as a subject to in the beginning of the sentence.
I don't go to that cafe. They don't have Wi-Fi. 이럴 때 they라고 해야 되거든.
맞아요.
they 하면 자연스러운데 영어를 어렵게 공부하는 사람이 they don't have 이렇게 발화가 안 되고 there is no Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi is not available 이렇게 영어만 한단 말이에요. 근데 they don't have 이렇게 나갈 수 있어야 되거든. 한번 비교를 해볼게요. I can't wake up so early versus I'm not used to.
I'm not used to 훨씬 더 좋아요.
훨씬 더 좋죠.
네. Saying something like I'm not used to this is much more like how would you say 푹신푹신한 느낌? 푹신푹신하게 들려요.
그렇지. 한번 이렇게 쿠션을 준 거죠.
Yeah, it's giving a cushion. But if you're like I can't wake up that early, it's
impolite, even
yeah,
rude,
not,
right?
It can be rude.
You can come off as rude.
It can definitely come off as rude. So I think studying these kind of phrases is important because of that kind of.
맞아요. 원어민들 보면 야, 너 오늘 파티 가냐? 이러면 우리는 가다잖아요. 한국말은 가다. 그러니까 are you going to the party? 이렇게 하는데
Yes, yes.
But if both of you are going to the party, then you should use come, not go. Are you coming to the party?
Oh, of course. Maybe
Yeah.
like the person who's inviting them to the party would
Yeah.
be more common for them to use come.
그렇죠, 그렇죠.
Are you going to Sarah's party tonight? I'm not sure if I'm going to go. It would be go because you're not Sarah. But if Sarah called, you would say, Are you coming to my party? Like this.
제가 이제 책이나 인터넷 강의에서도 많이 강조했지만 이런 go하고 come도 정확하게 알고 정확하게 쓸 수 있어야 돼. come을 이럴 때 우리 한국말에는 가다인데 come이 될 경우가 훨씬 많거든 사실은 현실적으로. 그래서 그런 것도 구분해야 되고.
한국 학생들이 자주 하는 실수예요. I usually talk about it like this. Funny is something that's going to make you laugh. And fun is something that you feel.
예, 예.
So if you say the movie was funny, that means that you laughed at it.
아,
And if you say it was a lot of fun, that means you enjoyed it. Like, or that you had fun while you were watching it.
fun은 그냥 즐겁고
그쵸,
재밌다는
즐기고
얘기고
재밌다는 얘기고.
funny는 웃겼다, 많이
웃겼다.
웃었다 이런 말이기 때문에 완전히 다른 거거든. Food smells funny.
그렇죠.
이런 말을
약간
한단 말이야.
나쁜 뜻으로 들을 수 있어요.
그럴 때는 어떤 의미인가?
Something smells funny. Could be just something weird, strange.
아, 좀 혹시 그 삼합 아세요? 삼합이라는 게 이건 모르실 것 같아요.
삼합.
홍어 아세요?
홍어 알죠? I ate
씁쓸한?
홍어.
Did you finish it in one sitting?
I think I had one piece.
오케이.
What about 번데기?
번데기 좋아요.
아, 번데기 얼마나 맛있어요. 바다 보면서 번데기 먹는 거.
You belong to Korea.
I think so.
Yeah. 정말 한국인이신 것 같아요. What would you say sets my books apart from other English conversational books out there?
When I've seen English conversational books, they're a little bit more, they're not exactly natural. You know, there's a lot of phrases that could be better phrased to be more like a native speaker. And they're can be difficult as well. And in your book, I think you can create more American friends with these kind of phrases and just have a lot more confidence in your speaking. I can guarantee is very useful. So if you're looking to study English conversation, you really don't have to look any further than Mr. Kim. He has created a book and a series that you can believe in. And I'm not just saying that. Really, this is very useful.
정말 감사합니다. 더 열심히 집필하고 강의 촬영하고 우리나라 영어, 성인 영어의 실용 영어, 영어회화 잘 될 수 있도록 제가 가진 모든 역량을 한번 쏟아보겠습니다. 감사합니다.
기대하겠습니다.
네네, 고맙습니다. 오늘 너무 감사합니다.